In this video I'm going to show you two nice leisurely walks that you can have in the countryside of Panama, just going out of Lidice. This small town is about 5 minutes by bus or car from Capira, which is on the Panamanian highway. This is the main street here, that's a cashew tree. There's only one main road. Get off the bus in front of that blue arch you saw at the start of the video and walk straight onwards until you get to this bus stop on the left, and you'll see Las Tablitas, the sign there on the left. That's the only turn you take really on the whole walk, so you just turn left and then you continue straight on as far as you can go. Notice a goat. This is just a walk, there's nothing absolutely spectacular I would say, apart from the atmosphere and the views you're going to get when you get up high. But just notice the details, have a nice leisurely walk. It's a nice place to get away for a day in the weekend or during the week, just to have a nice stroll and relax and notice the small things. Calabasas here, and you just saw Jamaica, flor de Jamaica, sorrel, which they make drinks with ginger, and you can see a tree in blossom. This is guandu. You'll see plenty of them on the walk. Plantain, and the flowers, you can see the flowers being pollinated. And up there you can see straight ahead, that's the path where we're going to go, the trail. You can see it's quite steep, and I put that in there so you could see, because when you're actually there and videoing it, you cannot see how steep it is. So it's a really easy walk. You're just going to walk straight down the main street, turn left down, and we're still going down this street all the way to the bottom where there's a river, and crossing the river on the same road. It's really simple, so you just take on one turn since you arrived on the main street. The river is below this bridge. You can see mango tree on the left, mango on the right, papaya on the left there just growing next to the bridge. This is a giant catid. You then come past Finca Vanessa on your left. This is looking backwards, so you'll see plenty of workers in the afternoon going home at the end of the day. That's a female crimson back tanager. Passing this river. Beautiful small scenes, like I say, nothing spectacular apart from the views you'll get shortly, but just soak up the atmosphere, enjoy the peacefulness. Very few cars, just the sound of nature, dragonfly. And from that point below at the river, and you'll start slowly going up. There's a second river you'll pass, and Hacienda Rey, where they have chickens. It's like a chicken farm. Then you'll start to get these really superb views, depending on how much cloud. Can be really spectacular as you start to go up. This is just the first level. Mango tree, and you just saw a glimpse of an Indio desnudo, a birch tree. Don't touch these are some of the most dangerous caterpillars in the world. And this field is on the right just before you take a left at the first fork in the road. It's like a Y junction, and you're going to take the left, and that's going to lead you up a steep slope. So if it's raining or anything, at this point you can go to the right, which is the second walk. So on the left here, this is the first walk, and this is as you go up. And as I say, this will get very steep, so if you don't like very steep and patchy terrain, take the right, take the second walk. But you'll be rewarded on this one with views from well high up. Whereas the second walk is flattish, a very easy flattish walk. Papayas, there's people growing things on the land as you walk up here. You'll notice quite different birds in this area. And there you'll notice it doesn't look very steep, but it is extremely steep. So keep to the right, go well far to the right there, and stay low. Don't take any risks trying to go up the main or descend this main area here, otherwise you'll end up like this. And it's amazing, like I say, it's how deceptive it is on camera, but it can be quite dangerous if you can't stop, and you're going down there, there's nothing to grip onto, the surface is dust. So stay on the far side. Here's some people who own property up there, and you notice they dismount for this, and they go up on the far right as well. When you reach the far end at the top, if you want to go that far up, you will reach a fence, like a barbed wire fence, and that's private property, and at that point you will descend again. And if you're not tired and it's still early on, you could go down and turn left at that Y junction, which I said is the second walk, and that's in the second video you're going to see. There's a magnificent, huge mango tree there, and as you go up, you can just turn off to the left. You'll see this open space with the mango tree and a beautiful shaded point where you can have a look out over Lidice in the valley. Those little insects love the Panama fruit. That's actually the fruit of the Panama tree, which you'll also see on that trail. And you can see Trinidad in those clips. This is stinky toe fruit. I've got a video on this where I try it and also try it in a drink, indigenous peoples. This first walk I would allow possibly 2 hours. Going very slowly, it might take you 3 hours. Here's some photos because it's nice to show how you can capture some great photos. And now we're going to go to the second video, so do hold on. And as I say, this is the same route, so you go from the main street, turn left, walk down Las Tablitas. And so here we are at the bridge, the first bridge over the river. We walk up past Finca Vanessa, then here on the left we have the chicken farm, the Ray. So this is where we came in the first video. And we're going to see probably, that's Trinidad there. You keep seeing those very distinctive silhouette there in this video and the first one. Ray chicken farm there still on the left. This is the end of it. And then you're going to come up here, you see the Y junction. Now this time you're going to turn to the right at that Y junction instead of the left. Or if you've just done the first walk and you want more, come down, take your left. And that's going to take us on a much easier walk. Immediately you have on your right this field with a view of Trinidad. Often there's cows, sometimes horses in the field. This was just on the fence there. And they plant these sticks to use as part of the fence. So the fence is actually alive. It's living wood. And that's the equivalent of a McDonald's. You have to look very carefully to spot some of these things. Just take your time. And this is what this walk is about. It's just take your time, relax, make sure you take plenty of liquid, a couple of litres per person with you, and just enjoy the walk. There are plenty of different flowers and plants in all different seasons to look at. And you don't really have problems in Panama. Sometimes there's a lot of dogs around in the street and these rural places. We've not encountered that here, so that's a plus. And of course, if you do, don't give your back to them. Always keep moving, walking on away from them, and never give your back to a dog. Now here the path turns to the right. There's no option to go on, so don't trespass. Turn to the right and follow it down. And then you can see here the corner, it'll turn to the left, it will curve to the left. Again, there's no choice, it's just following the trail. Trinidad there in the background, that's something which is also a very, very nice walk hike to do. And I don't know if these are edible, but look at these. These look like dragon claws on a cannonball, like some of these old pieces of decoration, you know, in medieval times or something out of Game of Thrones. Just beautiful flowers. Like I say, you can see dragonflies, you can see all kinds of butterfly. And they call this Indio desnudo, or the gringo tree, because the skin's flaking off as if it's been burnt in the sun. Tourist tree. So many names for it. And this will take you, depending how fast you walk, the same as the first walk, this will take you around half an hour to an hour and a half, depending. Now here's the end of the walk, this walk, and you will turn back at that gate. So in total, to get back to the bus stop, I would say allow 1 hour, an hour and a half. This walk could last about 2 hours, give or take. And if added on to the first walk, an additional hour and a half. I am going to publish one more walk, which starts on the main road of Lidice, but goes out to the other side of the town. And that video will be published on my channel very shortly. I'll put a link below this video too.